likely to be oil within that layer. So they take a core, they pull it out, they go through it with a microscope or whatever. They sort of just go. And use that information to go from there, whether it be a good place to drill, a bad place to drill, if they're getting closer to a good place to drill, things like that. And the fourth and final, at least that I've encountered, I'm sure there are more, but the fourth and final job for a paleontologist that I have seen is actually what I do, or what I am currently doing. It is within the construction field. So if, let's say you've got, actually let's use where I am right now, North Dakota. It's full of fossils, just full. You could barely walk 5 feet without stumbling into some sort of fossiliferous layer. But a lot of those fossils are probably going to be scientifically significant. Probably, you can't guarantee that all of them are, but you can guarantee that at least some of them might be. So when they're when they're putting up a new building, or with the project that I worked on, when they're redoing a road, they have to dig a lot of that sediment up, and they're going to dig into fossiliferous layers where there's going to be a ton of fossils. That was my job. I would go in as they were digging and say, "You're currently digging in a fossiliferous layer. I'm going to watch you guys dig to make sure you guys do not accidentally, or in some cases purposely, destroy a important discovery." What determines what would be important varies by location. For example, where I was digging, we were digging in the Sentinel Butte Formation, which is this very nice sort of bluish like clay, or like sandy clay, I would say. It is very populated. It is populated heavily by plant fossils. I have a couple that I was able to collect legally. Not from my work site. I want to preface this: I did not get those from the work site. There was another a rancher's property that they let me collect on. None of them were scientifically significant. None of them were significant enough to warrant collection, or to be given to a museum of some type. But they were neat, and I just collected them. So we got a lot of petrified wood, a lot of leaf imprints. But something that would have been scientifically significant is if, say, I found